My name is Sofia Stretanovic, and it is my distinct privilege to extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you as we gather here for this special occasion, the Serbian National Day flag raising ceremony. Today, as we raise the Serbian flag high above the bustling streets of New York City, we celebrate not only Serbia's rich heritage and culture, but also the enduring values of unity, resilience, and progress that have defined the Serbian nation throughout history. In essence, the Serbian community in New York City embodies the resilience, tenacity, and spirit of collaboration that define both Serbia and this great metropolis. As we stand together in celebration today, let us honor the deep bonds of friendship between our nation and reaffirm our shared commitment to a future of prosperity, peace, and understanding. Ladies and gentlemen, to begin, I would like to invite Mr. Arthur Piccolo, President of the Bowling Grille Association, to deliver his remarks. Thank you.
Thank you all for coming once again. What a wonderful turnout. It shows the pride the Serbian community in general and the Serbian New Yorkers have. Council General, dignitaries, everyone, thank you for joining us. As I say every year, and it's worth always repeating, this is the most important historic place in all of America for other nations to raise their flag, because the most famous flag raising in all of American history, there's no doubt about it, took place right here on November 25th, 1783, when General George Washington, having won the war against the British, before resigning his commission and going back to his farm in Virginia, had one last thing to do. He came back to New York City on November 25th, 1783, to watch the last British troops still anywhere in America who were stationed right behind us at what was the fort, and to see the last British flag, which was flying right here, the last flag that was still flying, watching it being lowered and replaced by our new 13-star American flag. And why, by the way, we continue all the time, all year long, to fly the 13-star American flag here. The last thing General Washington came here was to officially declare a new nation. So thank you for coming. We appreciate your being here. And let me make special note. Next year is a very, very special year in American history. It's the 250th anniversary of American independence. So hopefully everyone will put on an even bigger and better show. Thank you again.
Thank you, Mr. Piccolo. Next, we are honored to welcome His Royal Highness, Prince Alexander Karađorđević, who will share a few words for us. Please.
Your Grace, Your Excellency Consul General, Mr. Božović, esteemed representatives of the City of New York, ladies and gentlemen. My wife, Crown Princess Catherine, and I are delighted to be here at this very important ceremony of the raising of the Serbian flag. I'm very grateful to the Mayor of New York City, Mr. Eric Adams, for proclaiming February 15th, which is our statehood day, to be Serbian American Heritage Day in New York City. I first came to New York in 1949 and went to Trinity School. My wife and I are always happy to be here in the Big Apple. For every nation, the flag is one of the most important symbols, national symbols. From the beginning of history of our people, our ancestors have always gathered around various banners. Whether it was the double-headed eagle, or the Nemanjić dynasty, the uprising standard of my ancestor, Karađorđe, or our well-known tricolor flag, the Serbs always loved it, respected it, and honored it. It was always an important symbol of our national unity, of our heritage, and of the great love as a nation we have for our homeland. When speaking of tradition, I must say that I'm very proud to be a descendant of the supreme leader, Karađorđe, the father of modern Serbia, as well as the kings from our dynasty who led our people in some of the most difficult times of our history. It is tradition and duty of all the Karađorđevićes to always be at the service of our people. As our family motto says, from the people, for the people. One of the strongest reminders of our duty, of our commitment, is our national flag. I can speak of many examples of my ancestors' service, but we are here in the beautiful city of New York, which is always admired, which we always admired, like visiting very much. I would like to tell you a few words about my father, King Peter II of Yugoslavia. In 1942, he came on a state visit to the United States of America. He had the pleasure to be received by President Roosevelt and was his guest at the White House. He was also addressed the United States Congress as the youngest head of state in history. He was here to appeal to the United States to provide aid for the fight of the Yugoslav army in the homeland against the Nazis. After Washington, D.C., he came to New York, where he was warmly welcomed in the Serbian language by Mayor LaGuardia. He met in New York one of the greatest minds that ever lived here, a proud son of the Serbian nation, Nikola Tesla. The meeting made a strong impression on my father, as it was very emotional, but also because of the great respect and love Tesla showed him. I did not mention my father's meeting with Nikola Tesla just because it occurred here in New York. I mentioned it as a reminder how important it is for our country to have a strong diaspora, but also that all our people living far away from Serbia must preserve their national identity and maintain strong connections with the homeland. Tesla was an American Serb who never forgot his roots. This should be an example and reminder of each Serb here that our diaspora is one of the strongest bonds between Serbia and the United States of America. From everything I said, you can see why this occasion today is so important to all of us. I'm very grateful to our Consul General, Mr. Vladimir Bozovic, and the Serbian Consulate in New York for their dedicated work on maintaining and strengthening the ties between the Serbian community and their homeland, but also regarding Serbian heritage being recognized in America, and for the strengthening relations between Serbia and the United States. To conclude, as we all see our flag being raised as a symbol of our freedom and liberty, I must mention that I say proudly, long live the bond between Serbia and the United States. Long live the people of our two great nations. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Your Highness. I would now like to welcome Professor Marina Stajic, our honoree and awarded woman and significant representative of our diaspora. Please enjoy.
Good morning, Your Excellency, Your Royal Highness, my fellow New Yorkers, ladies and gentlemen. It is humbling and a great honor to be mentioned in the same context with greats like Tesla and Pupin. Mihailo Pupin and I were born about 50 miles apart, but in two different centuries and in two different countries. He around the middle of the 19th century in the Austro-Hungarian Empire, I in the middle of the 20th century in Yugoslavia. I was born and raised in Novi Sad in the autonomous province of Vojvodina, which occupies the northern part of Serbia. I earned my Bachelor of Science in Chemistry degree from University of Novi Sad in 1972. Subsequently, I earned my doctoral degree in forensic toxicology from the University of Maryland in Baltimore in 1977, and then I worked for the Commonwealth of Virginia for 9 years. In 1986, I was offered my dream job as Director of Forensic Toxicology at the Office of Chief Medical Examiner in New York. For those of you who may not know, Office of Medical Examiner is an independent mayoral agency which protects public health and serves impartial justice through forensic science and medicine. It provides answers in support of families, the victims, and communities in times of profound needs. Forensic toxicology encompasses the measurement of alcohol, drugs, and other toxic substances in biological specimens and interpretation of such results in a medical legal context. Therefore, a forensic toxicology laboratory is an important part of a medical examiner's office. The Office of Chief Medical Examiner in New York City was established in 1918, the second of its kind in the United States. However, it was the first in the country to have its own toxicology laboratory, which is one of the reasons why I was delighted to serve as its director. During my time at the OCME, I supervised, planned, and coordinated all aspects of toxicologic analysis performed on specimens collected from approximately 5,000 autopsies each year, and on cases submitted by law enforcement agencies is related to operation of motor vehicles and victims of alleged drug-facilitated sexual assault. I was qualified as an expert witness in forensic toxicology more than 100 times in federal and state courts of law. I held this position for 29 years under 5 mayors. Sorry, but I retired before I had the chance to serve under the current administration. I was also appointed by 3 New York State governors as a member of the New York State Commission on Forensic Science, an organization responsible for operations of all public forensic laboratories in the state of New York. Throughout my career, I also successfully collaborated with my forensic science colleagues from Novi Sad and Belgrade in Serbia. I received numerous honors and awards relating to my professional career, but being honored yesterday by the Society of Foreign Consuls in New York is a very special award, and I extend my thanks and appreciation to the Consulate of Serbia for nominating me for this prestigious award. Dr. Pupin wrote that he considered his estate in Norfolk, Connecticut, his real American home because he never had the desire to seek a better haven of happiness in any other place. That is how I feel about New York. It has been said that New Yorkers are born all over the world, but it sometimes takes them a while to come home. I visited New York for the first time at the tender age of 14. It was love at first sight, a love that persists today after I have lived here for almost 40 years, longer than I lived anywhere else. But despite my love for New York, my love for my homeland, particularly for Novi Sad, my hometown, never faded. I consider myself very fortunate to be able, now that I am retired, to split my time between my 2 favorite cities and my 2 favorite countries. In conclusion, I proudly salute the 2 flags about to be raised today as I look forward to continuing and lasting friendship between the United States and Serbia. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Stajic. Please welcome to the stage Commissioner Edward Mermelstein.
Thank you so much, Your Excellencies, Your Eminence, Your Royal Highness, Consuls General, Ambassador, and I'd like to say a special thank you to those who protect us, the NYPD, who's represented right behind me by the gentleman. Please, thank you. My name again is Edward Mermelstein. I am New York City's Commissioner for International Affairs, and it is a great honor to stand before you today as we celebrate our Serbian community. New York City's strength lies in its diversity, and today we proudly recognize the rich culture and heritage, as well as the contributions of this thriving community. From Ridgewood to Glendale, Astoria, and beyond, you have helped shape the vibrant spirit of this great city. As we raise the Serbian flag today over New York City, we celebrate not only Serbia's history and its traditions, but also the unbreakable bonds of friendship and collaboration that connect our communities. Today, this flag serves as a symbol of resilience, cultural pride, and invaluable contributions of your community. The Serbian community, Serbian American community, has helped our economy, has added to our artistic culture of New York City and its intellectual fabric. Let us continue to honor and celebrate the diverse communities that make our city a beacon of opportunity and global leadership. Together, we reaffirm our commitment to building bridges, fostering understanding, and embracing the shared values that unite all of us. I thank you all. Congratulations.
Thank you, Commissioner Mermelstein. Now I'm pleased to introduce Assistant Commissioner Eric Salgado of the Mayor's Office of Immigration Affairs. Please.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Eric Salgado. I'm the Assistant Commissioner for the Mayor's Office of Immigrants Affairs. And it is a pleasure for me to be here on behalf of Commissioner Manuel Castro and also the Mayor, Eric Adams. First, I want to acknowledge the presence of the ambassador. Thank you so much. And all the colleagues that are here working hard for this flag raising to be conducted here at Bowling Green Park. I want to also acknowledge the Consul General of the Republic of Serbia. I would like also to acknowledge Sofia Straighten, which is the MC here today. Thank you so much. I also would like to acknowledge Commissioner Mermelstein and Deputy Commissioner Dilip for all the work they do when it comes to all these flag raising, and also the president of the Bowling Green Park, Arthur Piccolo. Thank you so much for allowing us to be here for the second year raising this flag together with International Affairs. Today, Immigrants Affairs is proud to join the celebration for the Serbian for the second year on the road. The population of Serbian in the New York City is over 60,000. Proud with the large concentration in Queens, Colin Richwood, and Astoria home. Moreover, New York City is home of Serbian Orthodox Cathedral of San Sava on 26th Street in Manhattan, which is a house of worship and also is served for immigrants when they come to the city to connect to each other. As a long-term advocate myself for immigrants and a community leader and a faith leader myself, I have worked with immigrants, New Yorkers out in the field in the houses of worship in my personal capacity to help connect them to the both civic and city resources. In the last 2 years, we welcomed over 200,000 immigrants in the city. And I know that this year we have many fear on what's going to happen with immigrants in the city, but we want to assure everyone here that Commissioner Castro and Immigrants Affairs is working tireless to make sure that all immigrants in the city have access to city resources. We want to thank Serbia and New Yorker for this stride that they have made to make New York City the best city of the world. Thank you all for all your contribution, entrepreneurs, businessmen and women, everyone who have helped to build this city. Thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you, Assistant Commissioner Salgado. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome His Excellence Consul General Vladimir Bojovic.
Honorable members of the City Council, Your Royal Highness Crown Prince Alexander Karađorđević, Your Royal Highness her Princess Catherine Karađorđević, Excellencies, esteemed colleagues, our Bishop Irinej, Father Živojin and Father Đokan, my fellow Serbians, my dear Consul General colleagues, President of the Society of Foreign Consuls in New York, distinguished guests. Today, we stand together in a moment of pride and recognition. With sincere gratitude, we recognize the proclamation made by the Honorable Eric Adams, Mayor of this great city, officially designation February 15, Serbia's National Day, Sretenje, as a Serbian Day in New York. In honor of this historic proclamation, we raise the Serbian flag today, reaffirming the strong ties between Serbia, this city, and United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, on February 15, Serbia and Serbs worldwide commemorate two pivotal events in their history: the beginning of the Serbian Revolution in 1804, led by Karađorđe Petrović, establisher of our royal dynasty Karađorđević, today represent Crown Prince Alexander. And also adopting the Sretenia Constitution in 1835, one of Europe's first modern constitutions. These milestones have cemented Serbia's place among free nations and validated its enduring commitment to values of liberty and human dignity. On this occasion, we also honor another key chapter in our shared history. In 1881, Serbia and United States of America signed a consular convention and trade agreement officially establishing diplomatical ties. This year, we mark 144 years of official relations between our two nations. Through the history, Serbia and United States of America have stood side by side during defining moments, united by shared values and common purpose. This alliance, forged in the times of the global conflicts, continues to be a foundation for our friendship today. Ladies and gentlemen, Serbs have also played an integral role in shaping American history. From 200 years ago, from Đorđe Šagić, better known as a George Fisher, a hero of Texas Revolution, to Mihailo Pupin, a luminary Columbia University professor and pioneer, from Nikola Tesla, whose genius reshaped the world, to Karl Malden, the legendary actor, from Charles Simić, renowned poet, to Marina Abramović, a global icon of performance art. The contributions of Serbian Americans have left a lasting mark of this nation and this very city. The Serbs have enriched the New York fabric, not only benefiting from its promise, but also giving back through their talent, hard work, and dedication. This tradition continues today. Today's ceremony is a testament to deep respect and friendship shared between New York City and the Serbian community. We are thankful to Mayor Adams and his team for the commitment of upholding and enriching this great bond. As we look ahead, I feel obligated to express my optimism about the future of this great city, the Serbian community within, and the continued strength of United States of America and Republic Serbia relations. By fostering cooperation, embracing opportunities, and nurturing goodwill, we will ensure the ties grow even stronger. Long live New York, long live United States, long live Serbia. Na kraju, na srpskom da kažem da pored svega ovoga, mi Srbi imamo svoju veru hrišćansku, veru pravoslavnu i svetosavsku i ponosni smo na naše utemeljivače, Nemanju Stefana, koga smo prošle godine, zahvaljujući gradonačelniku, imali proglašenje Svetoga Simeona Mirotočivoga 26. februara i Svetoga Savu, njegovoga sina, utemeljivača ne samo naše crkve, nego i naše države i naše diplomatije. Zato mi Srbi sa ponosom čuvamo našu veru, čuvamo naš ponos i čuvamo naš srpski inat stremeći ka slobodi. Još jednom veliko hvala ovom velikom gradu i Sjedinjenim Američkim Državama i da naši odnosi budu strateški u budućnosti unapređeni na dobrobit svih građana ovoga grada i srpske zajednice koju smo čuli na ponos koja gradi ovaj grad. Još jednom hvala svima. Thank you all of you and živela Srbija!
I would like to kindly invite Commissioner Edward Mermelstein and His Excellency Vladimir Božović for the official presentation of the proclamation. Thank you.
I have the great honor to read the Office of the Mayor, City of New York proclamation. Whereas the most diverse global city in the nation, it is imperative that we continue to fortify our great metropolis by championing our unparalleled multiculturalism. This flag raising provides an occasion to pay tribute to Serbian New Yorkers and their ongoing efforts to strengthen the 5 boroughs. Together, we continue to get stuff done and ensure that New York remains an inclusive and prosperous center of opportunity for all. Now, therefore, I, Eric Adams, Mayor of the City of New York, do hereby proclaim February 15th, 2025, in the City of New York as Serbian American Heritage Day.
At this time, we come to a moment of great significance, the raising of the flags. I would like to kindly ask you to stand up if you can for the raising of American flag, followed by the U.S. national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the red rockets glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Thank you. We will now raise Serbian flag, followed by a Serbian national anthem. Please join me if you are able. Bože pravde ti što spase od propasti do sad nas, čuj i Oca naše glase, i od sad nam budi spas. Moćnom rukom vodi brani budućnosti srpske brod. Bože spasi, Bože hrani srpske zemlje, srpski rod. Bože spasi, Bože brani, moliti se srpski rod. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our ceremony. We extend our sincere gratitude to Mayor's office, Eric Adams as well, and all of our esteemed speakers. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we hope you're going to have a great day, and we're going to meet you again here next year. Thank you.